Welcome back, everyone. Today we are talking about a sparkling wine category that has really taken off in the past decade, and that is Pét Nat. Pét Nat stands for pétillant naturel, naturally sparkling wine. It might seem like a recent trend, but the technique used to make pétillant naturel wines is actually the oldest sparkling wine method in the world. It's called the ancestral method. The ancestral method used for Pét Nat wines consists of bottling a wine while it's still undergoing its primary fermentation. The fermentation process creates carbon dioxide, which usually just disappears into the air if we're fermenting in a large open vessel. However, in a sealed bottle, it gets trapped. It has no way to escape, and so it ends up dissolving into the liquid, forming bubbles. Because the end of the fermentation is happening in individual small bottles, it's much more difficult to control than one large batch of wine fermenting in the same vessel. The yeast in each bottle may react at different speeds, slowing down or speeding up at different times, which actually results in each bottle having quite individual flavors, aromas, sweetness levels, and so on. Not all Pét Nat wines are made using natural wine principles, although some wine experts believe they should be. In the strictest natural wine models, the wines are organically and/or biodynamically grown. They're fermented using wild yeast naturally present on the grape and in the winery, and there are no additives. There are no legal regulations around this, so if you want a really natural Pét Nat wine, you'll have to check with your liquor store staff. Pét Nat wines can vary quite widely in terms of style. At the end of fermentation, a natural sediment of grape skin particles, spent yeast cells, and so forth is left in the bottle. Pét Nat wine producers can choose whether to filter or not, so some bottles might appear quite cloudly. They have a tasteless, harmless sediment that will sink to the bottom of the bottle. The bubbles in Pét Nat wines tend to be a lot softer than what you would find in a champagne or a cava, for example. These wines are lighter in body, and they tend to be quite low in alcohol, from about 9 to 11.5% for the most part. Pét Nat wines range from very dry to semi-sweet, so this is another thing you might want to check with your sommelier or your wine shop staff. The movement is said to have started in the Loire Valley in France, where the name was coined, but Pét Nat wines are now made all around the world. Winemakers from France to Italy to Austria to Canada to California are all making Pét Nat wines. They're made from a huge range of grape varieties in white, red, and rosé versions. They're often bottled with crown caps like beer bottles, so they're easy to spot in wine stores. There's also lots of producers experimenting with Pét Nat in cans, which is fun for a single serve or an outdoor event. As ever, thanks so much for watching. If you like this video and you want to learn more about wine, why not subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode. And until next time, santé!